Good evening to Pirates TV viewers. I'm your presenter and host, Scott Mitchell. Tonight we bring you a Jubilee League Southern fixture. That's a mouthful if you've got a mouthful of peanuts. And that's between the Poole Pirates and the BIRMINGHAM Brummies. So, what have the Pirates been up to in the last week or so? Well, we saw that big win about 10 days ago here against the Scorpions in the Championship. On Wednesday, they had a big win away at the Brummies with 56 points. Being scored, and that's a sad thing for the Brummies because they wouldn't want a defeat like that at home. And now we ride them again tonight on a Friday. And to back up that win in this Southern League, we've also had a big win away at Plymouth. So the Pirates are really looking good. It's only the top team that go through in this Jubilee Southern League. So it's good for them that they're on top, and now we're back home to do a few meetings. So, what do we say about the Brummies? Well, the Brummies, on the 13th of July, had their biggest win of the season at home. And things were looking good. They've been struggling at the start of the season, got a massive win. And since then, it's just been injury after injury for the Brummies. Every time they seem to go out, or sometimes not even them going out, it can be their riders from another team, for another team. They just seem to get injured, and it's just such bad luck. Even Neil Middleditch said in the press that he feels sorry for Birmingham on Wednesday night because they're just struggling through injury. And we've got a similar situation from tonight. So, all we can do is head over to the pits and our roving reporter Rob Dyer and see if he can find out more about what team Birmingham's brought over with him tonight.
Okay, thanks Scotty. We've got Danny King alongside us in the Poole side of the pits ahead of tonight's meeting against Birmingham, and it's a scorcher of a day, Danny, today, and it's brought all the holiday makers out and the roads are clogged up, and it's been a bit of a tricky journey to get down here. Yeah,
it's not been fun. It's took a lot longer than it normally does, but we're here and the sun's shining and we're gearing up ready to go.
Been a good week so far. The trip to Birmingham produced a really good result for the Pirates. You can look back and say that the Brummies were a little bit unlucky losing riders along the way and having a run with guests, but that's the way Speedway goes, isn't it?
It is. I mean, you got to feel for them a bit at the moment. Obviously, we was running, I think, 3 guests on Wednesday, and now I think they've got 5 guests tonight, so it's not ideal, but they've managed to get a team together, and they're coming down to put on a show. I'm sure they're going to do their best, and it's going to be hopefully a good meeting.
Yeah, we keep our fingers crossed for Birmingham, because at one stage you were a Birmingham rider and obviously enjoyed riding in the second city at that nice stadium there, and it'd be a loss if it went out of the sport, and we've got to keep our fingers crossed that the crowds start to turn back up and make it a viable proposition there again.
Definitely, it's a track I really enjoy, and it's a club that I spent a few good years at, and I really enjoyed my time there on Wednesday. As I say, it's just a shame of the injuries they got at the moment. It's never ideal having guests in the team, certainly like tonight having 5, it's just not great for them, and but as I say, they've put a team together and they're coming here to put up a fight, and hopefully we can get a good meeting.
Yeah, you can't be complacent tonight. I know it was a big result up there on Wednesday, but every meeting's got its own challenges, and tonight will be no different because they'll be coming to do a job.
Absolutely, yeah. They might not have. I think they've only got one original rider in the team, but obviously they've put together what who they think is going to ride well at Poole, and they're not coming here to roll over for sure. Pirates
have hit a bit of form in the last couple of weeks, and this Jubilee trophy is another one that would look very nice in Danny Ford's office.
That's right, yeah. There's plenty of trophies up for grabs this year, and we're going to be going out and do our best to get all of them, so as always. So yeah, we've had a good start in the Jubilee Cup, and just keep it going, keep the ball rolling.
Well, thanks for your time, Danny. Wish you a safe meeting, and the Pirates as well, and let's hope it's a victory at the end of the day.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks, Danny. Well, we've come across to speak to Laurence ROGERS from the Birmingham Brummies, and like Danny King, he's had a bit of a nightmare journey to get to the stadium today, but nothing like the nightmare that he's had in trying to put a team together, and perhaps you'll fill us in on what's happened, Laurence.
Well, I was just trying to see if any riders on the way down. If we're walking along, no, it's been murdered, but we're down to one of our own riders with injuries, suspension, Speedway Nations for little James Pearson, 2 injuries on Wednesday night. It's been murder, and I can't remember how many riders I've spoken to over the last few days to try and get riders here, but I've got to be thankful for the lads who've taken time off work and here for me tonight. It's not a strong team, but they're going to go out and enjoy themselves.
Well, I think that's all that we can ask, Laurence, and the fixture is one that is less important to the Brummies than it is to the Pirates, because they're chasing a top spot in this championship or in this trophy. But Birmingham we're on a little bit of a roll, got some good home form going, and then all of a sudden along come Poole and bang, big home defeat again, I'm afraid.
It was, yeah. Some good home wins we've had of late, and and we were hoping to give you a harder battle, but then we had the crash for Ashley in his second ride, then we had the crash for Stefan in his second ride. So we were, depleted from there on in. Jason Edwards did a cracking job at reserve for us, but we just didn't have the firepower to match your super team.
And can we ask how the two boys, Ashley and Steph, are? Are they okay and likely to be back fairly shortly?
We don't know yet. Ash is due to visit the hospital today. Both of them feel like they've been run over by a bus. Stefan being Stefan, I wouldn't be surprised to see him back sometime next week. So we're away at Plymouth Tuesday and Glasgow Friday. Ash, I'm not so sure. His shoulder took quite a bad knock because he was actually wrapped up in the fence with the bikes, which took a lot of extracting. And big thanks to his mate Steve Worrall, because they're very good friends, aren't they? Steve was there pulling the bikes off him.
But I think, Laurence, you've got enough on your plate from talking to us. You've got to put your team together and try and manage a rider replacement and all sorts of other things tonight. So we'll say thank you very much for your time, and we'll let you go round to your boys and start scratching your head again.
Yeah, I remember who they are then. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Laurence.
Cheers.
And we'll return you to Scotty now, who'll give the team news.
So here we go with the team lineups. We'll start with the Birmingham Brummies. At number 1, they are using rider replacement for injured Josh Alty. At number 2, it's Dano Verge. Yes, guest for injured former Pirate Stefan Nielsen. Former clubs for the British-born rider, Eastbourne and Kent. At number 3, Poole Starke. Another guest, a former Pirate, comes into the Brummies side for suspended Klaus Fissin. At number 4, you have Tom Woolley, the Derbyshire-born racer, guest for the injured club captain, Ashley Morris. At number 5, we have Justin Sedgmen, the Aussie-born charger, first row for the Brummies in 2010, but finds himself back there in 2022. At number 6, we have Lee Complin, another former Newcastle racer. He guests for former Pirate James Shanes, another one on the Brummies injured list. And at number 7, Ben Morley guests for the injured, for James Pearson, who's not injured. That's where I got confused. He's on international duty. And of course the team manager, as always, for the Brummies is Laurence ROGERS. So we move over to the Pirates. So at number 1, Steve Worrall. He's been drawn number 4 at the British final on Monday. That sees him in yellow in Heat 1. At number 2, the Pirates ride replacement for Drew Kemp, who's in the Speedway of Nations 2 tonight for the Team GB, alongside Tom Brennan and Leon Flint. At number 3, Captain Danny King. He's definitely found his mojo again here at Wimborne Road. Drawn 13 as well for the British final. Is that going to be unlucky? At number 4, Zach Cook. 5+1 for him away at Birmingham on Wednesday. He'll be looking to get a bit more than that tonight. And at number 5 is Richard Lawson. 15 points max at Birmingham on Wednesday. He's drawn number 11 in the British final. Is he the man in form going into it? It's a big question. Number 6 is Ben Cook for the Pirates, another big scorer at Birmingham with 13+3. He really is enjoying his return down to the reserve berth. And at number 7, Connor Coles, guest for Nathan Ablitt, who's on the under-19s duty in Slovakia with Team GB. And obviously, team manager Neil Middleditch. And those are your runners and riders for this evening's meeting. So we'll hand you over to Nigel Leahy, doing the introductions down on track.
So speaking, ladies and gents, give them a round of applause as we welcome on track number 7, collected a very useful 7 points from the reserve berth for Plymouth last time he was here, Ben Morley. And number 6, who restarted his career with Newcastle this year, he's a kingpin with Armadale in the National League, Lee Complin. Number 5, last man standing for the Brummies. He pulls on the captain's armband this evening, Justin Sedgmen. Number 4, a teammate of Lee Complin's at Armadale, where he's providing strong backup as a heat leader, Tom Woolley. Number 3, always good to see Wimborne Road, former Pirates, 100% giver on the track, Poole Starke. And at number 2, apparently filling a heat leader role with the Royals Development League, Dano Verge. As we mentioned earlier on, number 1 for the Brummies is covered in place of what would have been Josh Alty, actually. It is covered by rider replacement this evening. Riding at number 7, ladies and gents, stepping into the boots, and they, after a brief spell with Scunthorpe earlier in the year, welcome Connor Coles. At number 6, a stellar display on Wednesday night at Birmingham, earned him a paid maximum from 5 rides and a heat 15, Ben Cook. Number 5, he went through the card at Perry Bar with a full 15 points. An impeccable night for Richard Lawson. Number 4, well, he's going to be a secret weapon next month when he begins a spell at reserve. We know what he's full of, Zach Cook. Up 3, rider of the night last Wednesday against the Scorpions after dropping just 1 single point. Our skipper, Danny Kipning. I mentioned that Crew Championship is covered by rider replacement, which takes us to our number 1, holding fast at the top point scorer to retain that number 1 jacket, Steve Worrall. So we've got Justin and Danny down here on the line to spin the coin. Morris going to throw the coin up. Justin calls tails. It is tails. Justin is calling 3, 1 and 3 for the Brummies. Alright, you ready for a bit of spin?
Sponsored by KD Wardrobes. On the inside in gate 1 in yellow is Dano Verge. In gate 2 in blue for the Pirates, the guest also Connor Coles as rider replacement. In gate 3 in white as a rider replacement will be Justin Sedgmen for the Brummies. And on the outside in red is Stevie Worrall for the Pirates. So here we go. Back to this evening's meeting. It's heat 1. Up go the takes and away we go. And it's a good start from Sedgmen on the inside. A lot of grip round the inside in white. Worrall takes chases. Dano Verge in yellow in third, but coming underneath him is Connor Coles. Oh, looks like, yes, Connor Coles dives underneath Dano Verge. Left a little bit of gap there. And Connor Coles takes third. Exciting little move there. Steve Worrall tried the outside run in the first corner and there was nothing there for him just yet. There was still too much grip on the inside. It's got spread a little bit now, but it's Sedgmen leading for the Brummies. The Brummies captain doing a job. But it's gone a little processional now as we come to the line. The winner in white. Second red. Third is blue. And yellow comes in fourth. So it's white, red, blue and yellow, making the heat score a 3-all heat score. And here we have a look at the start again. Good start from Sedgmen off a 3, got over the inside 2, clamped to the line. Worrall tried the outside, but there was nothing there, and then he went far too deep and got filled in. In first place, the rider in white, Justin Sedgmen. He takes the 3 points for the Brummies. In second in red was Steve Worrall, 2 points for the Pirates. Third place in blue was Connor Coles. He takes a point, and Dano Verge at the back in yellow unfortunately takes no points. It's a 3-all heat score. It's the result of heat 1. Taking the match score after heat 1. Yes, you've guessed it, ladies and gentlemen. It's 3 each. So, here are the riders for Heat 2, sponsored by Compact Lifting Services. On the inside in red, the likeable Aussie Ben Cook for the Pirates. In blue, in gate 2 in white, it's Lee Complin. He started the year with Newcastle, and unfortunately we know of their demise, but it was great to have him here this evening for the Brummies. In gate 3, Connor Coles. He's already raced and passed somebody in Heat 1 for the Pirates. He's in blue for the Pirates as a guest tonight. And in gate 4 is Ben Morley in yellow. He's been for the Brummies. He's been here a few times. He's out there, Ben Morley in yellow on the outside. This is the reserved race. I'll start. Marshall Collin is ready. The tapes go up and away we go. Ben Cook gets some lift, but he got cut right across there by Complin, but Complin got shoved from Ben Cook. Ben Cook is lifted out of turn 2. He was not showboating there, ladies and gentlemen. He was trying his backside off to keep that down. But it's Ben Cook out front being chased by Complin on the inside. We've got 2 races in one here. We've got red and yellow out front. And we've got yellow and blue at the back. Connor Coles at the back in blue trying to get round the outside of Ben Morley, but Morley's too clever for that. But it's Ben Cook out front for the Pirates. Getting good drive out of the corners, getting that lift. It's a sign that his bike is set up really well. Lee Complin's done well in second, but it's all at the back going into them. So as they come over to the line, it's red, white, yellow and blue. Red, white, yellow and blue. So once again we have a drawn heat. That's a 3-all heat score, and as we look at the start again, Ben Cook got good drive there, but Complin got over him. Got a slight nudge and drifted too wide there on the wet stuff and allowed Ben Cook to come under him on turn 2. And he was then never headed again in race 2. So here's your heat 2 results. It's a win in red for Ben Cook and the 3 points for the Pirates. In second, Lee Complin in white, and 2 points go to the Brummies. In third, in yellow, it's Ben Morley, and a point goes to the Brummies. And at the back was Connor Coles in blue for the Pirates. Race score was a 3-all score, taking the match after 2 heats to 6 to the Pirates and 6 to the Brummies. So here we go. The riders around for heat 3. Sponsored by Bias Technology. In gate 1, the former Pirate in white for the Brummies is Poole Starke. In gate 2, in blue is Zach Cook for the Pirates. In gate 3 is Tom Woolley in yellow for the Brummies. And in gate 4 is Danny King in red, captain of the Pirates in gate 4. This is going to be a tough heat for the Brummies, I have to say. Here we go, and away we go. Zach Cook's got a good one, and Danny King's got a good one round the outside of him, and they jump straight into a 5-1 position. Poole Starke takes chase. And he knows this place well, so he'll be looking for a way around the outside of Zach Cook. Danny King's left Zach Cook in red. Danny King's gone off at the front and leaving Zach to do a little bit of what he wants to do. Poole Starke went in hard there on turn 3 and caught a bit of ground on Zach Cook. Zach's just looked over his shoulder to see a face full of Poole Starke. And Starke's really going for it in white. He is all over him, but it's okay being the same speed in this sport. Can he get by? There's Danny King out front, and there's the race for second. Big dive into turn 3 from Starke, but Zach Cook holds on, so it's red, blue, white, yellow as they cross the line. Red, blue, white and yellow. It's a 5-1 heat score to the Pirates. And the lads come round to take the applause from the crowd. And how happy they are. What a great wheelie there from Zach Cook. So the results of heat number 3 were the rider in red was Danny King. He wins the race for the Pirates and takes 3 points. His partner followed him home in blue, Zach Cook. He takes 2 points. In white was Poole Starke. He takes a point, but he tried hard to get past Cook, but he just couldn't get there. And Tom Woolley trailed in at the back there in yellow. It was a 5-1 heat score was the result of heat 3. Taking the match score after heat 3, 11 to the Pirates, 7 to the Brummies. So here we go. Heat 4, sponsored by Top Class Consultancy. On the inside in yellow for the Brummies is Ben Morley, the guest in gate 2. In blue is Connor Coles for the Pirates. He comes out for his third race in 4 rides. In gate 3 in white is Justin Sedgmen for the Brummies. And in gate 4 in red is Richard Lawson. Sedge has already had a ride, Justin Sedgmen. He knows the track. Tapes go up and away we go. Sedgman's got a beauty again. Pins it down tight. Lawson goes wide to take a look at him. Lawson goes wide and coming around the outside of Sedgmen. Sedgmen shuts the door. It's all action here at the front. Brummies on a 4-2 at the moment. Because the rider in yellow, Ben Morley, is holding third. So it could be a heat advantage to the Brummies here. Connor Coles is all over Ben Morley, but has he got enough to get by him at the back? We've got 1 lap to go. Sedgmen looks to have found a line that's making it very difficult for Richard Lawson. So as we come to the line, it's white, red, yellow and blue. White, red, yellow and blue. Second race win for Sedger tonight. It's a 4-2 heat score in the favour of the Brummies. So they claw some of that deficit back. Sedgmen was fast out of the start there, as we could see in our replay. Cut Lawson's run round the outside of turn 2. Lawson went in deep in turn 3, but couldn't quite get round him on turn 4. Justin Sedgmen, he picked up the 3 points for the Brummies. In second in red was Richard Lawson, picking up 2 points for the Pirates. In third in yellow was Ben Morley. He picked up a point for the Brummies. And at the back in blue was Connor Coles and failed to score this time. So 4-2 was the heat score in the favour of the Brummies, taking the match score to 13 to the Pirates, 11 to the Brummies.
Justin, we're on the live stream at the moment, and I've got to say congratulations to you on 2 great stars.
Yeah, I wish you didn't come over. I've got to do a few more for the boys, but yeah, no, it's all good. Just trying to keep a bit of life in the team and see what we can come up with.
How's it looking out there condition-wise?
It wasn't too bad. I think once it turns over a bit more and a little bit of a grade, it'll be fine.
And it's been a rough season, hasn't it, for the Brummies, really? But through it all, you've been flying the flag and trying to keep the boys going. Yeah,
it has. It's obviously, they took over from a lot of mess last year, but the new promotion's doing a really good job and they're doing all the right things to make it better for next year.
Thanks for your time, Justin. Keep going well tonight. Midlow, we're on the live stream. It's good start for the Pirates, but Brummies and certainly Justin Sedgmen showing that they're not going to lie down.
No, said he's a good little rider, isn't he? I mean, we knew he was going to be the main contender tonight, and so it's proven to be that way. Track's good. I mean, a little bit wet, obviously, earlier on, but that's the weather, isn't it? But I think it's going to get the track's going to get really good later.
Yeah, good to see Zach Cook there in that heat number 3 pop out and get the 5-1. He drops down to reserve next month, so he's going to be trump card again like Ben was this time.
Yeah, that's right. It's nice to know you've got sort of somebody in the bottom end you can call on, because we know Ben is very capable of being anybody in any team, and so it's nice to have that comfort.
Yep, good. Thanks, Midlow. Keep the boys going.
It's heat number 5, sponsored by Trethowens. And on the inside in red we have our captain, Danny King. He won first time out. In gate 2 in white we have Dano Verge. Sounds like a Frenchman, but he's not. He's an English fella. He's in yellow there in gate 2 for the Brummies. In gate 3, in blue, we have Zach Cook. He's definitely Australian, I know that. And for the Pirates, and in gate 4 for the Brummies, we have Poole Starke as the rider replacement. So now that start marshal calls the riders to tapes. So the tapes go up on heat 5 and away we go. And it's a better start from Poole Starke on the outside. Did he get a touch there from Zach Cook? Is that first bend bunch in? We will soon find out from Wayne Jarvis. Starkey's up.
Thanks everybody.
He's been down at Sandbanks laying on the beach this afternoon. Well, he's had a lay in the shell now here at Wimborne Road. Here we go. Here's the start, and it was a good even start from the three boys, and you could see Poole Starke is there. Gets the initial little shove from, it just all got tight there. Danny drifted into. Nice round of applause there for Starke. A gentle round of applause from the Poole crowd. Obviously they remember when he was here as a pirate, as a champion. In gate 1, Pirate skipper Danny King in red. In gate 2, Dano Verge in yellow for the Brummies. In gate 3, in blue, Zach Cook for the Pirates. And in gate 4, in white, as the rider replacement is Poole Starke in white. So the rerun of Heat 5, sponsored by Trethowens. They get double the chance. A match score, don't forget, it's 13-11. It's a tight score. Here we go. Heat 5 is up and away. Starke, not such a good start that time, lifted. Cook got right across him. Starke going up the inside of Danny King. Did the big cut back. And he's made the pass. Starke has made the pass in white. So it's Zach Cook out front in blue. Danny King now will be looking to chase Poole Starke. Starke looks a bit quicker in this one. He's now going for a wide line and a cut back under Zach Cook. And he'll probably do the same down on turn 1. Yes, he has. Lots of drive out there, and he'll do the cut back, exactly what he did on Danny King, but Zach Cook's wary of it. Rides a mid-track line. Danny King now comes steaming into turn 3. Tries to go under Starke, so Starke's aware of Danny King there now. Starke nearly gets round the outside. He's going for the outside again in a cutback. Can Cook hold on? Oh, it's definitely white, blue, red and yellow. Definitely to me. That was the white, blue, red and yellow. I don't need the referee to decide, Mr. Nigel Leahy. That was a great work from Poole Starke. You have to hand it to him. The Brummies are not giving this up tonight. What a move. And here's our Heat 5 result. It's Poole Starke for the Brummies. A hard-fought 3 points for him in white. In second was Zach Cook in blue. He picks up 2 points for the Pirates. Danny King, unusually in third place in red for the Pirates. He picks up a point. And Dano Verge was at the back in yellow and failed to score. It was a 3-all Heat result, was the result of Heat 5, taking the match score onto 16 to the Pirates, 14 to the Brummies. Here we go again. Looks like the Pirates had it sewn up, and Poole Starke did the big cutback, dived under Danny King there. Danny King got a little nudge and went wider than he wanted to go. Starke was hard but fair there, and then he took chase after Zach Cook. Zach Cook then saw he was there. You could see him grab another big handful to get away, and then Starke started to work the track and move the track and move around and build up his momentum. Taking a wide line in, cutting back tight, and he continued and continued and persisted because he knew he was as quick. Tried the Havy line, Havy Avenue on turn 4 there, then went for the big one round the outside. Zach cut that off and shut his nose off. Dives into turn 3, wide to pick up the grip, and then does the big switch back. Zach had left a gap on the inside. Wheeling, elbow to elbow there, trying to stop him, but Starke was not to be denied, and 3 points for the rider in white. On the inside in white, 2 wins already for this man, Justin Sedgmen for the Brummies. He's off of gate 1. In gate 2, In red is Stevie Worrall for the Pirates. In gate 3 in yellow is Lee Complin, former Newcastle rider. He's there for the Brummies as a guest tonight. And in gate 4 in blue as a rider replacement, Danny King. Putting 2 of the big guns to try and stop Sedgmen from winning heat 6. Oh, Sedgmen made a little move there, and he's it's been pulled back. It's been pulled back by the referee, but I think most of the crowd could see it was Sedgmen that moved. You see on the inside there, he starts to go first. Oh no, Worrall's rolling first. Sedgmen couldn't see that. I think there'll be a warning for the rider in red here. So here we go. The rerun of heat 6 on the inside in white, Justin Sedgmen. On gate 2 in red, here's Stevie Worrall for the Pirates. In gate 3 in yellow, Lee Complin for the Brummies. And gate 4, the rider replacement is Poole captain Danny King. He's in blue. Pulls the riders in. I'm sure Sedgmen will be looking for a better getaway than he did. He's starting in a different position this time. So our start marshal's ready. The gates go up on heat. It's elbow to elbow, but Worrall gets over the top of Sedgmen, and Danny King gets round the outside, and the Pirates duo are away. Lee Complin is taking chase in yellow, and boy oh boy did he ever commit to that. And he's committing round the outside of Stevie Worrall, and he's going to go round him too. He squeezed through a gap there, did Lee Complin. What a move. Has he gone too wide and Worrall got back up the inside? No. Complin now comes a bit tighter. Is he going to be caught in no man's land? No, he gets a little nudge. Complin is the impressive rider here. It's Danny King out front. He can't see what's going on behind. Worrall now looks down at his motor, and Complin is out there in second. Well, who'd have said that Complin would have done that? It's Sedgmen at the back in white, and he's won 2 heats. It's a win. It's blue, yellow, red and white. It's a 4-2 heat advantage to the Pirates. And here we go. Lee Complin goes right round the outside there of Stevie Worrall, and Stevie wasn't expecting him. A fair play, he left him racing room, did Steve Worrall there. And Complin goes wider and wider still, and he still has the thing screwed on. Here is your heat result for heat 6. It's a win in blue for Danny King. He picks up the 3 points for the Pirates. In second place in yellow was Lee Complin, and did he work hard for those 2 points for the Brummies? In third was Steve Worrall in red. He picks up a point, and at the back was Justin Sedgmen in white. A big surprise that he was at the back. The heat result was a 4-2 in the advantage of the Pirates, taking the match score to 20 to the Pirates and 16 to the Brummies. So on the inside in red is Richard Lawson for the Pirates. In gate 2 in white is Poole Starke, who had that tight win on the line in his last heat. He's out in white in gate 2 for the Brummies. In gate 3 is Ben Cook in blue for the Pirates, and in gate 4 in yellow is Tom Woolley for the Brummies. Riders lean their bikes over like that so their clutches aren't in and the clutch plates aren't spread and spinning and heating up, so while they're clamped together they're not heating up. If they get too hot they then slip, and a little slipping on your clutch as you come away from the start can be the difference in being there half a yard ahead of your rider next to you. So it's all important to let those clutches cool. So here we go. It's heat 7, and it's a good start on the inside from Lawson. Starke is taking after him, and Ben Cook's gone around the outside of Starke in the grip on turn 2. Starke now dives to try and go underneath Ben Cook. Ben Cook's bike has definitely got some pull tonight. He's had a couple of times he's come out of turn 4 and he's been on the back wheel. Starke is now settling down, but it's Lawson's gone at the front. Ben Cook looks to be holding the line on the inside and drifting to an outside on turn 2. Starke doesn't look as quick in this one as he did in his previous heat in white for the Brummies. And at the back we have Tom Woolley, who's again a young man gaining vital experience at this level in yellow. But as we come to the line, it's a 5-1 heat score to the Pirates. It's red, blue, white and yellow. As they come over the line, red, blue, white and yellow. It's a 5-1 heat score to the Pirates, and here we go again. A good start off the inside from Richard Lawson. Gave Starke a nudge, and Starke gave Ben a nudge, and that put Ben right out in the grip. Poole Starke then stayed tight, but Ben got round the outside of him for a 5-1 heat score to the Pirates. Here we go, here's your race result. It's Richard Lawson in red, picks up the 3 points for the Pirates. Ben Cook, his partner, follows him home in blue, picks up the 2 points, making it a 5-1 to the Pirates. In white was Poole Starke, he picks up a point, and at the back in yellow was Tom Woolley. 5-1 was our heat score in race 7, taking our match score to 25 to the Pirates, 17 to the Brummies. Pirates stretching up an 8-point lead.
Richard's on the live stream again. Richard win that time out, and comfortable one, but first time round thought you'd made a good start and they seemed to get past you.
I think the first one, Sedgmen made it, didn't he, off 3, and I got in behind him. I thought I could get around him, but I think it was a bit greasy at that point, and riding a different engine tonight and it not working the way exactly how I'd like it, so we done a couple of tweaks there in between that last race. It feels a lot better now.
Yeah, I noticed that after you came in on the first one there, you had the carburettor apart and was doing a little bit of change in there. I think that made the difference.
Yeah, 100% it did. Yeah, come off the start well, and it was quite good on the track as well. So still a little bit of fine tuning. I think we can get it better. So we'll give it another go.
Brummies are still clinging on. A lot of people have thought that this was going to be a bit of a cakewalk for the Pirates, but they've got some resilience over there. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, what a ride from Lee Complin in the last one, and Starke's pitching in there. So we've got to keep on our toes and just treat it like a normal meeting. It may look depleted, but they're putting on a show. Just got to look back 48 hours to the meeting up at Birmingham, and 5 rides and 5 wins for you must be really satisfying when that happens. Yeah, nice. One of them nights it all worked out well for me. It was good also just to see the whole team doing well. To get, I think it was 56 we got. So that that proves how well we're going at the moment. So like in previous weeks, our form's been really good, and I think this is the time of the year to be at that front end. So okay, leave you to get back to your prep. Thanks for your time, Richard, as always. Thank you.
So here's your lineup. It's Heat 8, sponsored by the Bournemouth Betting Centre. On the inside, in blue, is Connor Coles for the Pirates. In gate 2, in yellow, is Ben Morley for the Brummies. In gate 3, to ride a replacement, of course, he's taking Drew Kemp's place, so he's there in red. And in gate 4, in white, the reserve change also is Lee Complin, and we saw how well he went round the outside of Steve Worrall. So he gets another go here in Heat 8. Our tapes are up and away we go. And it's a good start from Ben Cook again. Complin now coming round the outside. The rider in yellow, Ben Morley, shut the run off of Connor Coles in blue, the guest for the Pirates. But it's Ben Cook. He's gone again at the front. He's out in the grip. He really has got that bike moving tonight. Spoke to his mum, Mick and Liz Cook tonight. They're here again watching. And they'll be pleased to see their boy in red out front. He's starting to leave the rest. But Complin is not giving up here. He is a big leg trailer. He's a big babe boy and he's dancing around. But he's trying to make inroads into Cook. He's got one lap to do something about it. I'm not sure that he will. Cook there, wheelies coming out of the turn 2. But as we head to the checker flag, it's red, white, yellow and blue. A 3-all heat score. And we see at the front there, Complin didn't really get a good start, so Ben Cook had a run on him. And Complin there goes round. Wins heat 7, yet to be beaten by opponent this evening. Here's your heat 8 result. It's Ben Cook takes the 3 points for the Pirates. In red, in yellow, in white, sorry, was Lee Complin. Takes 2 points for the Brummies. Ben Morley backed him up there in yellow, taking a point for the Brummies, and in blue at the back was Connor Coles. It was a 3-all heat score, was the result of heat 8, taking the match score on to 28 to the Pirates and 20 to the Brummies. Here's heat 9, sponsored by Bell's Decor. They're also our meeting sponsors tonight, so big thanks to them. And on gate 1 in blue we have Zach Cook. In gate 2 in white we have Justin Sedgmen. Finished the last time out. I'm sure he won't be trying to do that again this time, and I'm sure whatever adjustments he made to his bike before the last heat, he's probably returned them back to where they were with the first 2 heats. In gate 3 is Captain Marvel, Danny King. He's in red for the Pirates, and on the outside in white is the hard charging Lee Complin. I think he's got Matt Reed in his stable tonight as mechanic.
From his third ride in heat number 6.
Complin he reminds me a little bit of Bomber. He reminds me a little bit of Bonner, Complin. He likes to do a bit of rough and ready and hold on out there. He likes a bit of dirt.
In white for the Brummies on gate 2, Justin Sedgmen. And outside there, last to arrive.
Quite an entertaining rider, I'd say, Complin. So here we go. Heat 9, away we go. And as we go into turn 2, Sedger's got the start. Danny King's going wide and got round him. Now Zach Cook's trying to come under him. Complin drifted wide and nearly hit the air fence on turn 1. But it's Danny King out front being chased by Sedgmen. Sedgmen's trying to pick up the line. Sedgmen looks quick. He's right up his exhaust pipe of Danny King. Danny King won't be looking back. He'll just be winding it on. Sedgmen doing a clever thing there, trying to find this quickest line round here, so he's riding almost in the wheel tracks of Danny King out front. Danny King is starting to leave as Zach Cook is starting to catch Sedge. But I don't think Zach Cook's got enough time to get by him as we come into the last half lap. As we come to the line, it's red, white, blue and yellow. Red, and here we go again. Great start from Justin Sedgmen, but caught on that shiny bit in no man's land in the middle of the track and was passed in the big grippy bit on the outside by Danny King. 3 race wins from 4 rides so far, 10 plus 1. He's having a good night, it's Danny King, and here's our result of heat 9. Confirmation, it's Danny King in red picks up 3 points for the Pirates. Second in white, better outing for Justin Sedgmen. He picks up 2 for the Brummies. In third, Zach Cook. He picked up a point for the Pirates, and Lee Complin at the back really got stifled in that first turn and never recovered. So it was a 4-2 heat score was the result of heat 9, taking the match score 32 to the Pirates, 22 to the Brummies. The Pirates open up a 10-point lead. So here we go, it's heat 10, sponsored by Pirate Cast, the podcast about the Poole Pirates. If you're not listening to it, look it up on YouTube. In gate 1, in blue is Zach Cook for the Pirates. He's in blue. He takes the rider replacement ride. In gate 2, in yellow is Tom Woolley for the Brummies. In gate 3 is Steve Worrall in red for the Pirates, and in gate 4 in white is Poole Starke for the Brummies. They have 2 minutes to be at tapes. And they have to be ready, and that's from when they leave the pits. So here we go. Colin, our start marshal, is ready. It's heat 10, and the Pirates have made a good start again. Poole Starke is coming around the outside of Zach Cook. He's used the grip. He basically followed Stevie Worrall all the way round. Zach Cook is coming up the inside. Starke got stuck there on mid-track. Now he's going to do the cut back and get his wheels in line first, but he just gets under. Good racing here. Gets under him in turn 3. So Starke retakes the lead. It's Stevie Worrall out front picking up the grip. Starke's trying to follow him. Zach Cook in third. And at the back it's Tom Woolley in yellow. Starke really is trying, really is winding it on. Zach Cook's not giving this up. All the action's here, second and third as we come to the checkered flag. Zach Cook's trying the inside run, but he doesn't get there. It's red, white, blue and yellow. Red, white, blue and yellow. It's a 4-2 advantage to the Pirates as a result of heat 10. Stevie Worrall took off there from gate 3. Crossed the smooth patch in the middle, hit the dirt. Here's our heat 10 confirmation of the result. In red was Steve Worrall for the Pirates. He picks up 3 points for them. In white was second was Poole Starke. He picks up a couple for the Brummies. In third in blue was Zach Cook. Picks up a point there for the Pirates. And at the back was Tom Woolley, again gaining valuable experience for the Brummies, who unfortunately failed to score. Heat 10 result there, 4-2 advantage to the Pirates, taking the match score to 36 to the Pirates, 24 to the Brummies. The Pirates stretch their league in this Championship Jubilee League Southern to 12 points. So here we go, it's Justin Sedgmen on the inside as a tack sub in white for the Brummies. In gate 2 is Richard Lawson in red for the Pirates. In gate 3 is Dano Verge in yellow for the Brummies, yet to trouble the scorers. And in gate 4, the fast starting, hard charging Aussie, Ben Cook for the Pirates in blue. He did struggle from there. That was where he got his duck in heat 6. But here we go, heat 11, sponsored by Link Fabrication. And away we go. Sedgmen gets a good one off the inside. He's elbow to elbow with Lawson. The outside line is quicker tonight, and Sedgmen gets passed by not one Pirate, but 2 Pirates in the form of Richard Lawson and Ben Cook. Sedgmen now all over Ben Cook. It's Dano Verge at the back. Sedgmen throws it into turn 3 hard. Cookie's lifted again, coming out of turn 4. It seems to be his favourite thing. But it's Lawson out front in red, followed by his team partner in blue, Ben Cook. Sedgmen is after Cook, but making no inroads. And Dano Verge is at the back in yellow. So as we come to the checkered flag, it's red, blue, white and yellow. Red, blue,
Lawson and Ben Cook.
White and yellow. It's a 5-1 heat advantage to the Pirates. So it means they're going to stretch their lead. Sedger got there level with Lawson, but all the grip was on the outside. And they could see that it was on the outside from gate 4. Ben Cook went round him as well on turn 2. The crowd ecstatic with that 5-1 win. The Pirates stretched their lead again in this meeting, putting the nails in the coffin of the Brummies. But here's your heat 11 confirmation of the result. It's Richard Lawson in first for the Pirates in red. He picks up 3 points. He was followed home by his team partner Ben Cook in blue. He picks up 2 points. In third, picking up a point for the Brummies was Justin Sedgmen, and at the back was Dan Verge for the Brummies. So the Pirates now extend their lead to 41 to 25 after heat 11.
Ben, can we have a very quick word, please, on the live stream? Good night for you so far, and nobody's got in front of you from the opposition yet.
No, everything's going to plan at the moment. Got one to go, so it'd be nice to finish on a full house, but we'll see. We've got one to go.
Yeah, looking back 48 hours to the meeting up at Birmingham, that was another cracker for you and got you into a Heat 15 situation. Are you finding great form at the moment? You feel confident, obviously, in yourself and the way the bike's going?
Yeah, it's going good at the moment. Like you said, it was my first Heat 15 the other day and made the start, but a little mistake cost me there. But no, it's going good at the moment. Everything's working good, bikes are good, so yeah, can't complain.
And I guess it's those little mistakes that are the learning factor, so that you know next time it happens, you know, you can correct or you don't do that particular thing again.
Definitely, yeah. It's good to watch over the meeting and kind of go so fast when you're riding it, so you don't really, you know, you pick up on a lot of things when you watch it back, so that's probably been a big thing as well. But yeah, like I said, so far so good.
And it's great to have your family over from Oz to watch what yourself and Zach are getting up to.
Yeah, it's good having them here. They're enjoying it. Yeah, like it's a bit different to watching on Speedway updates or, you know, on the live stream, but they get to experience it all, and yeah, it's been good.
And you've got to behave yourself.
Always do.
Always do, Ethan. Thanks, Ben. We're on the Poole live stream, so you're in fame at last. First outing for the Pirates. It's been a tough one for you, and what's your first impression of Poole Speedway and that particular track?
I'm enjoying the track. I'm just struggling with my riding. My gating's appalling. Hopefully I can just sort it in my last one.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a tough year for you, really, because you've been in and out of various teams, and you started to do good things at Scunthorpe, and they jettisoned you, let's put it like that, fairly early on, and it didn't really get a chance to get your feet under the table anywhere. So it's difficult picking up rides here and there and trying to make things consistent.
Yeah, it is, and struggling financially to put the money into my equipment to improve it. So I just make do with what I got and hope I can get race wins with it.
And your regular racing at the moment is National League with the Leicester Lion Cubs, but again, that's very sporadic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think we've got 2 or 3 weeks off from the last one, so they are very spread out. But my season so far with them's going well.
And you work as well, so you've got to balance things, Speedway rise and financially with work as well.
Yeah, that's it. I use my holiday as much as I can.
Yeah, so it's a tough life being a Speedway rider, and when you've not got a set club to really run to, then yeah, times can be tough. Anyway, he always gives 100%, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm sure he's going to enjoy his trip home tonight from Poole after an outside with the Pirates. It's Connor Coles. Thanks, Connor.
It's Heat 12, sponsored by Crescent Motorcycles out at Verwood. In gate 1 in yellow is for the Brummies is Lee Complin. In gate 2 in red for the Pirates is Danny King. In gate 3 in white is Poole Starke. He's been a busy boy this evening. And in gate 4 is Connor Coles in blue for the Pirates. He's our guest tonight for Nathan Ablitt. Danny King's got 3 race wins this evening to his name. He'll be looking for a 4th in this Heat 12. So here we go. Start marshal's ready, the tapes are up, and away we go with Heat 12. And it's a good start from Danny King. And up the inside is Lee Complin trying to push it, but Danny King squeezed through the gate. The gap there, and he ran by the pit gate, so he's in the lead. It's Lee Complin and Poole Starke in 2nd and 3rd. And it's Connor Coles at the back. Again, struggled to get off the start. Danny King absolutely bossing heat 12 here. Gone from the front and gone. Lee Complin bigs a big wheelie coming out of the pit turn, and the whole crowd here in the grandstand breathed in. They thought he was going to loop it, but he held on. Here he goes at the same position again. A better rider position, no wheelies, no anything. But as they come to the line, it's red, yellow, white and blue. Red, yellow, white and blue. A 3-all heat score is the race result of Heat 5, sponsored by Crescent Motorcycle. Heat 12, sorry, sponsored by Crescent Motorcycles. And it's Danny King giving us a big wheelie as he takes his 4th win of the evening. 13 plus 1 from 5 rides for Danny King, including his rider replacement ride. But here we go. Confirmation of your Heat 12 heat result. It's Danny King. He picks up 3 points for the Pirates in red. In second is Lee Complin in yellow. He picks up 2 points for the Pirates. Just watching them cuddling on the way in as they go. And in third was Poole Starke in white. He picks up a point for the Brummies, and at the back was Connor Coles in blue for the Pirates. So we go. It's the Riders Equipment Fund are the sponsors of Heat 13. It's Steve Worrall in gate 1 in red. In gate 2 in white is Dano Verge. He's taking the rider replacement ride. In gate 3 in blue is Richard Lawson for the Pirates, and in gate 4 in yellow is Justin Sedgmen. Difficult evening for the Brummies, but they haven't given it up. They've battled in every race. So here we go. It's Heat 13. The tapes are up and away we go. And it's a good start from the 2 boys here of the Pirates. Sedgmen cuts back up the inside, trying to get alongside Worrall, doesn't quite make it. Lawson's out front in blue, and Worrall now has to fend off the offensive from Sedgmen. Sedgmen's trying an inside run. That's the outside run dried out and not so grippy. Here in Heat 13, Worrall's riding an inside line and tight. It's Dano Verge at the back. But it's looking all the way like another 5-1 to the Pirates here in Heat 13. They have 1 lap to go, and barring mechanical failure, you would see that they will get this. As we come down the back straight in front of the glass grandstand, it looks to be a 5-1 score to the Pirates. Blue, red, yellow and white. Blue, red, yellow and white. It's a 5-1 maximum heat score to the Pirates. Here we go. It's all done from the start. You saw Lawson there just give a little flick over his shoulder to see if Sedgmen was alongside him, and he wasn't. He was 2 or 3 bike lengths back. So Lawson could then go and command the corner, which he duly did. A double wheelie there here at the Pirates on the back straight. Where have we seen that before? Maybe a couple of Australians a couple of years ago. They used to do that too. So here's your Heat 13 confirmation of the result. It's a win in blue for Richard Lawson. He picks up the 3 points, followed home by his partner in red, Stevie Worrall. He picks up the 2 points. Justin Sedgmen has tried all night. He picks up another point in yellow, and it's Dano Verge at the back with no points for the Brummies. So it's a 5-1 heat advantage to the Pirates, taking the match score after Heat 13, 49 to 29. So here we go. Here's your lineup. Sponsored Heat 14, sponsored by Maidment Properties. On the inside in gate 1 in white is Lee Complin. In gate 2 in blue is Ben Cook, who's yet to be, for the Pirates, he's yet to be headed by an opposing rider. In gate 3 in yellow is Ben Morley.
First of all,
He's been charging all night for the Brummies, and in the outside in red is Zach Cook for the Pirates. So our riders come to tapes for heat 14. We are underway, and it's a good start from the Cook brothers. Zach looking to find the driver on the outside, but Complin's got right between them. He likes boxing it up and getting in the mix. He's now gone high, wide and handsome. Complin in white in turn 4. Zach Cook in red is now looking under him. Ben Cook is out front, still has yet to be headed by a rider. Complin gets out of shape. Zach Cook comes up the inside. Complin is now trying the outside again, and he's still shutting off Zach Cook. Fair there, leaves him plenty of room. Complin round the outside of Zach Cook. This is good racing, ladies and gentlemen, here. Lee Complin's not giving this up. He really is riding the boards. Zach Cook get back under him in red. I think that's the third time they passed each other this race. Ben Cook's out front. He knows nothing about this. The crowd are going bananas again for another Poole 5-1. It's blue, red, white and yellow as they pass the line. Blue, red, white and yellow as they go over the line. It's another 5-1 to the Pirates. They really are turning on the burners at the end of this meeting. And the brothers Cook come round to take the plaudits from the crowd. Another couple of wheelies for the boys, from the boys there for the crowd. This is what they love to see. So Ben Cook will get a Lee Complin, and fair play to him. He comes round in white and does a wheelie as well. What a character he is, Lee Complin. Here's your Heat 14 result. It is a win for Ben Cook in blue for the Pirates. He picks up the 3 points. His brother in red, Zach, followed him home. After having to pass Lee Complin twice, he takes 2 points. The third was Lee Complin. He picks up a point in white, and Ben Morley, he was in yellow there, failed to score. Your match score after Heat 14 goes to 54 to the Pirates and 30 to the Brummies. And here we see some of the action. Lee Complin nearly got up the inside of Ben Cook there. Then goes on the big outside sweep. After passing Zach for the first time, Zach's all over him. Complin then drifts right, picks up, makes a slight mistake, but Zach Cook was already alongside him, so he was gone. Complin then goes deep into the deep stuff and is hanging on for grim death, bit bomber stylish, and he goes round the outside. He never got the job done until turn 2 on the pit straight. He's then holding on. He then goes wide again, a big leg trail out into the dirt again, and Zach Cook then gets up the inside of him and he makes it stick for the last lap. Great work, great riding there from two good guys. There's some good racing. And if there's people new to Speedway tonight, they'd love to see that. They'd love to have seen that. Here we go, Heat 15, sponsored by Moorish Homes. Moorish Homes sponsor Heat 15. And in Gate 1, as we've already said, in red will be Richard Lawson for the Pirates. In Gate 2, in white, will be Justin Sedgmen for the Brummies. In Gate 3, in blue, we have Steve Worrall for the Pirates. And in Gate 4, the hard charging, hard trier tonight, Poole Starke. He's in yellow for the Brummies in Gate 4. Stevie Worrall's on 9 points tonight. And Lawson just whipping, counting him up. He's on 11. So another good return for Richard Lawson tonight.
Give him a round of applause. He's done well for the Brummies.
Sedgman's on 9 for the Brummies in white, and Poole Starke's on 7 in yellow for the Brummies also. So, Heat 15, last heat of the night.
This is Heat 15.
There we go, takes her up and away we go. Sedgmen snaked from the start and looked to have a good initial takeoff, but then snaked, and it's the Pirates duo out front. Worrall goes around the outside of Lawson. Lawson will know he's there, and they will team ride their way home. Starke has now gone around the outside of Sedgmen, using all the dirt on the outside, and he now takes chase and is hard charging after the Pirates duo at the front. Poole Starke in yellow, but I don't think he's going to catch them. It's Worrall out front. Oh, they're both riding the quick line. Starke tucks to the inside to try something different, but it's not really worked. And he hasn't made any inroads into Lawson, who's in red in second. It's going to be a tapes to checker flag 5-1 for the Pirates in this heat. And as they come over the line, blue, red, yellow, white, blue, red, yellow and white. It's a 5-1 heat score to the Pirates. There's confirmation to your result. A win in blue for Steve Worrall. He takes the 3 points. Richard Lawson in second. He takes 2 points. In third, Poole Starke in yellow for the Brummies. He takes a point, and Justin Sedgmen fails to score on this chart. 5-1 heat result is heat 15, taking the match score to 59 to the Pirates and 31 to the Brummies.
Well, down on the centre green, we've just seen heat number 15 and the Pirates win 59-31 against the beleaguered Brummies tonight. One man who picked up a paid maximum was Ben Cook, and Ben, you must be absolutely delighted with your night's racing.
Tonight was good, yeah. It was a bit disheartening on Wednesday just to drop the couple of points for a maximum, but tonight, yeah, I got it back. So, yeah, it was good. Bike's feeling good, everything's good, so I can't complain.
And a good team performance again tonight. Most of the riders clicking and putting the Brummies to the sword.
Yeah, it was a bit of a slow start, to be honest. They were only kind of 2 up there for a minute, but yeah, we've all clicked at the right time, and hopefully we've all clicked at the right time of the season too, and we can keep pushing on and make that final. Next month you go up back into the main body of the team, another challenge, and I'm certain it's going to be one that you face head on. Yeah, back in there, it's where I want to be. But yeah, it's good to get a few extra rides down at reserve. Not riding a lot, only once a week sometimes isn't quite enough, so to get those extra few rides, it's definitely good to try a few things and just to get comfortable again. So yeah, back in the main team, and hopefully keep doing the same thing. Well, it's been a fantastic night for you, Ben. Congratulations to you and the team, and keep up the good work. Thank you. Cheers.
The meeting is over, and as we leave you, the fans are streaming out. Happy fans. It's a 59-31 match result to the Pirates in this Championship Jubilee League Southern. I just thank all the Pirates TV crew, the main cameraman Rob Haywood, the roaming camera Paul Hague, presenter and commentator, that'll be me, picture reporter Rob Dyer, what a great job, stadium presenter Nigel Leahy, producer and director Andy Hague, support Katie Mitchell, never heard of her first night, she did well tonight, rider images all from Jeff Davis. It's all I can say now. It's good night from all the Pirates TV crew from here at Wimborne Road. We'll see you again shortly.